Aaron Rodgers has a very high opinion of himself. Because he had success on the football field, he believes himself to be an extraordinary being. He genuinely thinks that because God gave him the ability to throw a ball, he's smarter than everyone else.
In today's video, we're shedding light on how Jimmy Kimmel fired back at Aaron Rodgers' explosive Epstein allegations. Don't forget to subscribe to Stellar Fame and click on those notifications to stay updated. Jimmy Kimmel, born in 1967, rose to fame co-hosting The Man Show and has been hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live since 2003. Renowned for his comedic prowess, interviews, and hosting major events, he's become a fixture in late-night television. Aaron Rodgers, born on December 2, 1983, is a prominent NFL quarterback. Playing for the Green Bay Packers, he is known for his exceptional skill, precise passing, and multiple MVP awards. Rodgers led the Packers to a Super Bowl victory in 2011. He continues to be a key figure in professional football. Since tensions with Aaron Rodgers intensified, Jimmy Kimmel was seen in Los Angeles on Wednesday. It marked his first public appearance. The feud took a contentious turn after the New York Jets quarterback made claims about the Epstein list. It prompted the NFL star to escalate the dispute by suggesting Kimmel could be linked to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein's associates. This led to a heated exchange with Kimmel. He responded with strong language, threatening to sue the four-time NFL MVP, accusing him of endangering his family. Exclusive photos captured the personalities strolling around Los Angeles amidst the turbulent backdrop of their social media feud. He donned a loose-fitting gray t-shirt, black shorts, and slipped on a pair of shades as he kept his head down. Jimmy Kimmel's ongoing feud with his NFL nemesis predates the New York Jets quarterback's recent controversial comments on the Pat McAfee show. The ongoing feud traces its roots back to November 2021. It is when Jimmy Kimmel launched a scathing critique of the then Green Bay Packers signal caller during the opening monologue of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Kimmel took aim at Rodgers for his use of homeopathic treatment and his distinctive man bun haircut, particularly after the quarterback had tested positive for COVID-19. In a mocking tone, Kimmel remarked on Rodgers' haircut, stating, "We should have known because nothing says I heal myself with crystals like this haircut. I mean, a little knot on top." He went on to playfully label Rodgers as a Karen and called him out for allegedly misleading the media about his vaccination status. The controversy surrounded Rodgers' use of the term immunized during a 2021 training camp interview when asked about his vaccination status, a statement that later sparked criticism and controversy over his actual vaccination status.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I've been immunized. There's guys on the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's a personal decision. I'm not going to judge those guys.
In November 2021, Aaron Rodgers tested positive for the coronavirus. This led to a mandatory 10-day quarantine as stipulated by NFL rules for unvaccinated players. In 2022, Rodgers publicly acknowledged deliberately misleading the media about his vaccination status. Highlighting the seriousness of the situation, Jimmy Kimmel commented, "The only thing worse than not getting vaccinated when you're in close proximity with other people is letting them think you're vaccinated when you're not. It's basically the COVID equivalent of the condom fell off." Kimmel didn't let up on his criticism, targeting Rodgers for his anti-vaccination stance just days later. This time, Kimmel took issue with Rodgers' comments about the woke mob on the Pat McAfee show. Specifically, the quarterback's assertion that he sought advice from Joe Rogan, including the use of ivermectin. In a scathing critique, Jimmy Kimmel lambasted Aaron Rodgers for his controversial statements regarding COVID-19 testing and vaccination. Kimmel mocked Rodgers for claiming he had tested negative 300 times before testing positive. He likened it to a 95-year-old justifying keeping her driver's license. The late-night host highlighted the increased risk of death from COVID-19 for the unvaccinated and questioned Rodgers' sources of medical advice. Kimmel also criticized Rodgers for quoting Martin Luther King Jr. on moral responsibility while allegedly deceiving others about his vaccination status. Drawing a distinction from NBA star Kyrie Irving, Kimmel labeled Rodgers as deceptive. He likened Rodgers to Bernie Madoff rather than an honest dissenter. The comedian previously ridiculed Rodgers for his comments on Epstein and UFOs. This underscores the quarterback's unconventional views. The verbal sparring between Jimmy Kimmel and Aaron Rodgers escalated further when Kimmel hinted at the possibility of revealing certain files with names. This suggests that some information might be released soon. Mockingly, Kimmel then remarked, "It might be time to revisit that concussion protocol, Aaron," referring to him earlier as a tinfoil hatter. As a reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more celebrity news. In response to Kimmel's comments, Rodgers' Green Bay Packers teammate David Bakhtiari fired back on social media. He tweeted, "Tell me you're on the Jeffrey Epstein client list without telling me you're on the Jeffrey Epstein client list." The tensions between the two parties reached a boiling point, with Rodgers making accusations during his regular appearance on the Pat McAfee show. It had transitioned to airing on ESPN. The ongoing feud continued to capture attention with each new exchange and revelation. The feud between Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel took a surprising turn. Rodgers claimed that Kimmel would be among the 187 names to be exposed in the unsealing of files related to Jeffrey Epstein's powerful friends and acquaintances. Rodgers made this remark as part of a larger narrative, delving into a conspiracy theory about the colors of the NFL Super Bowl emblems and predicting the teams that would play in the big game that season. The NFL star's lengthy and unconventional explanation left the panel baffled. This prompted co-host AJ Hawk to jokingly interrupt and ask if it somehow involved the Epstein list. The unexpected connection between the conspiracy theory and the impending revelation of names added another layer of intrigue to the ongoing dispute. The former Super Bowl winner didn't pass up the chance to criticize his longtime rival. He stated, "There's a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, who are hoping that list doesn't come out." Pat McAfee, the show's host, humorously suggested that Rodgers had been waiting in his wine cellar for the release of the court documents. In response, Rodgers expressed his anticipation, saying, "I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I will definitely be popping some sort of bottle." Reacting to these remarks, Jimmy Kimmel, visibly angered, took to social media to express his frustration. He addressed Rodgers, stating, "Dear a-hole, for the record, I've not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any list, other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality." Kimmel went on to accuse Rodgers of putting his family in danger and warned of potential legal consequences, stating, "Keep it up and we will debate the facts further in court." The escalating tension between the two escalated further with the impending release of court documents. It promised to identify 187 individuals involved in Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operation and shed new light on his network of influence. Judge Loretta Preska explicitly marked "unsealed in full" next to the names of 187 individuals identified as Epstein's friends, recruiters, victims, and other relevant figures. The court material, once released, is expected to reveal their identities. However, the anticipated release faced unexpected hurdles on Wednesday. A filing by a woman referred to in the court papers as John Doe 107 disrupted the process, causing confusion. On December 21st, Judge Preska granted the woman a 30-day appeal. This pushed back the release of her name until January 22nd. During this period, she must demonstrate that she would be in danger if her identity is disclosed. Despite this confusion related to John Doe 107, the rest of the list is expected to proceed with the first names scheduled for release on Wednesday. The legal proceedings surrounding the unsealing of these documents continue to unfold, with ongoing developments and potential revelations. It's fascinating to see how personal and intense celebrity feuds can become, especially when intertwined with conspiracy theories and legal implications. The ongoing saga between Jimmy Kimmel and Aaron Rodgers was initially fueled by criticism of his over-vaccination status and unconventional views. Now, it has taken an unexpected turn with claims about the Epstein list. The impending release of court documents adds an extra layer of drama to the story. What are your thoughts on this clash? Comment below and share your opinion on the matter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.